In this gripping and engrossing video, we will take the opportunity to showcase an amazing selection of 10 genuinely jaw-dropping science experiments that are guaranteed to astound and motivate you. From explosive chemical reactions that will capture your attention to mind-warping physics demonstrations that challenge your understanding of the physical world, these experiments cumulatively display in graphic form the fascinating and at times strange world of scientific inquiry. Whether you are an avid science enthusiast who relishes delving into the mysteries of the universe, or you are just an inquisitive individual wishing to learn more, these meticulously selected experiments are sure to leave you awed and amazed. Science is a ubiquitous presence in our lives, and sometimes it can really be mind-blowing. In the video we have lined up for you today, we will be delving into 10 incredible science experiments that will make you rethink and question everything you think you know about the world around you. These experiments range from stunning chemical reactions that will leave you glued to your seat, to experiments that literally challenge and broaden your perception of reality itself. Get ready for a journey that will leave you spellbound and take you deep into the wonderful world of science. 1. The colorful and fun elephant toothpaste experiment. Then there is the incredibly well-known and fascinating elephant toothpaste experiment. It is such an interesting title because of the huge and spectacular foam eruption which resembles a colossal stream of toothpaste. The experiment serves to very effectively show the amazing potential and power of chemical reactions at work. Hydrogen peroxide, when broken down with the assistance of a catalyst, produces oxygen gas as a byproduct, which shoots out the foam in a completely spectacular and visually excellent display. The reaction occurs at a rapid pace, and the outcome is something that is genuinely astonishing and beyond comprehension. 2. The explosive reaction between Coke and Mentos. Then we have the timeless Coke and Mentos explosion. When you drop Mentos candies into Diet Coke, something incredible occurs. A quick chemical reaction produces carbon dioxide bubbles that force the soda out of the bottle in a huge geyser. This cool experiment illustrates the interesting manner in which the interaction between the distinctive surface texture of the candy and the fizzy carbonation of the soda creates this amazing and spectacular explosion. 3. The lava lamp experiment. Have you ever idly wondered about the cool mechanics behind how lava lamps function? This easy and fascinating experiment is an excellent illustration of the very same underlying science. By mixing oil and water carefully with a few drops of food coloring, you can create a colorful and visually appealing bubbling liquid that very closely replicates the fluid motion of real lava. The important thing to understand here is that oil and water don't mix, and if you heat up this combination, the two liquids move in beautifully mesmerizing streams that are truly captivating to behold. Not only is it totally visually stunning and captivating, but this particular experiment also allows you to further grasp the fascinating science of density along with the phenomenon of immiscibility. 4. The water and fire trick. Allow me to present to you an amazing and downright astounding illusion that incorporates the fascinating elements of fire and water. The basic concept is incredibly simple. It involves utilizing the power of air pressure to successfully extinguish a flame with a quick and forceful burst of water. You will be amazed as you witness the surface tension of the water capture the oxygen surrounding the flame, effectively suffocating it in an instant. This experiment nicely demonstrates the subtle and delicate balance between air pressure and the tremendous force created by surface tension. 5. The magic of liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen is extremely cold, so astoundingly cold that it can instantly freeze nearly anything it touches. In this amazing experiment, we'll show you how you can freeze a range of things, from dainty flowers to colorful balloons, and even balloons filled with regular air. The results of the process are instantaneous and downright astounding, with the liquid nitrogen freezing things so rapidly that it creates dramatic alterations in the look and feel of the objects in question. See how the extremely low freezing temperatures take their toll, creating fascinating and spellbinding effects that are nothing short of amazing. 6. The dancing raisins experiment. This experiment demonstrates the effect of gas bubbles on objects in a liquid. Raisins in a soda glass can appear to dance as they are floated up and down by the carbon dioxide bubbles. It is an easy and fun experiment that shows how buoyancy and gas bubbles work in liquids. The dancing raisins are a great and engaging visual demonstration that clearly shows the interesting behavior of gas along with the principle of buoyancy. 7. The invisible ink experiment. Coming up next is the invisible ink experiment. Using lemon juice or baking soda, you can create a message that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Once you heat up the paper, the ink will appear due to the chemical reactions within the organic chemicals. It is an enjoyable method of learning about the oxidation science. This experiment is not just a cool illustration of the principles of chemistry in action, but also a great party trick that will leave your guests amazed. 8. The magnetic slime experiment. Here's something ridiculously fun and wonderfully interactive: magnetic slime. By mixing iron oxide powder carefully with regular slime, you have a fascinating magnetic material that responds in unexpected ways to the strength of magnets. Watch and wonder as the slime crawls, changes, and stretches when it's placed in a strong magnetic field. This particular experiment provides you with the opportunity to discover and examine the interesting and intriguing properties of magnetism, and how this remarkable phenomenon can be applied successfully to a variety of everyday materials that you may have around you. 9. The floating water experiment. This experiment is mind-blowing. It shows how water can float on water. Using various liquids of different densities, you can layer them on top of one another without them combining. It's an eye-opening experiment on fluid dynamics and density. The key thing to understand in this regard is the understanding of how fluids which have different densities interact and come into contact with one another. 10. The egg in a bottle experiment. Last, but not least of the experiments that we have mentioned, is the amazing egg in a bottle experiment. This interesting activity entails the heating of the air that is trapped inside a bottle, and then placing a hard-boiled egg over the mouth of the bottle. As the air inside the bottle, which has been heated, starts cooling down, it starts to shrink, causing a pressure difference that leads the egg to be pulled into the bottle. This experiment is an easy, yet deeply inspiring demonstration of the concept of air pressure and how it works around us. This particular experiment is an excellent means to discover more about the fascinating physics of pressure and temperature. Conclusion: from rainbow-colored and foamy concoctions that seem to defy logic to mind-bending reactions that will leave you breathless, these incredible science experiments show just how incredibly fascinating and entertaining the world of science can truly be. Whether you're attempting these experiments in the safety of your own home, or just sitting back in your armchair science style, and watching them unfold, one thing is entirely sure: science is always ripe with delightful surprises waiting to be revealed. So be sure and let us know down in the comment section below which experiment amazed and inspired you most, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up by liking and subscribing for even more mind-blowing and thought-provoking science videos.